with everything that's been going on. Finished 3 work shifts out, a bit of grueling, but kept me away from all the interesting things that have really been happening. I was back to work as soon as the patch dropped, which is annoying, but... And also the Barnacle Forest discovery, that stream didn't work, which is annoying as well. Hopefully we'll have some more stuff to find. Got a couple of things I want to do. First of all, Alcazar's Hope, as you probably heard in Ed's stream earlier and such, it's got at least a couple of the modules. It's got the missiles here and also the Xeno scanner, which comes under a utility slot. So at the moment the Barnacle Brush has lost its heatsink, hasn't been too useful apart from evading the odd scan. So hopefully give that a bit of a test. It will let me identify the ships and start gathering stats and data at least on them. At the moment I had several encounters with many ships last night, but all that's registered. Where's it gone? Is the imprints, and I believe that's coming from the uplink scans. That's what I've noticed, it increases on possibly the device as well. The Thargoid's wake scanned, well, attempt to scan it until we've got, maybe now with the Xeno scanner and the wake scanner may work better, or at least identify more, which will hopefully try and ID that. But I wanted to head back to the forest first of all, or the Mega Barnacle as is probably better to be called. It identifies as a single barnacle site, and it does seem, I'm not sure, there's a lot less meta-alloys looking at it, so rather than being many individual barnacles each having 1 or 2 meta-alloys that many would do, the meta-alloy pods are spread out in different combinations. I'll analyse that more later. I'll have a look at it later on as well. But I still think it is an evolved entity. I don't know if it's going to be like other people are thinking, a US site. It doesn't seem so. It's something different. What I think it could be, they're tending it. Also, Ed asks a curious question: what do they eat? And people's going meta-alloys, and I don't think that's far wrong, to be honest. They do seem interested in it. They harvest it. Maybe they're not got the ability or utilising it, but they seem to put a lot of work in. They do the spray goo, which I had on visit there the other night, and they do seem to, whether it's fertilising it or disinfecting it, because we've been running all over it with our SRVs. I wouldn't mind seeing if anyone's got any reports of encounters at any of the other all-ripe sites, not the Mega Barnacle. Haven't seen any yet, and I want to see if they do the same thing, or is that unique to that site. Also, you have the scavengers there running around. Anyway, leaving here to Alcazar's Hope, I've fitted myself a scanner and going to make the way back to where the Gnosis is first of all. I have noticed when I came into land here, the planetary detail, even from glide mode, I'll be looking at that and I could almost identify that as a barnacle site even before I got to glide mode, so they've done a lot of nice work on the planetary detail. One thing you got to love on the ass is the cockpit and the view, and also when you're on planets, having that bit around there and looking below you's great. What have we got in this system before we jump? You never know what you might see. Nothing at the moment that's worth checking. You've always got to keep your eyes open rather than going one point to the other. Check as you go along. I mean, that's how the Barnacle Forest came about. I wasn't even going to do that, and went to investigate some stuff and that came up. Are you ready to find anything? People always talked of lights in the hyperspace. You get those slow-moving ones, but that was always rumours. But maybe FD will take up on that and add stuff. Oh, already a ship target. What we got? He's going to want to interdict me from full metal alloy. I've dropped all the other stuff because I don't want the Thargs to be hostile. Non-human? Have we got a non-human? Yeah. This is 7. Same old, same old. Although I don't think they're always hostile. I think it depends on the situation of the encounter. With the Edge stream, I believe, I didn't see exactly where it did look like it. Oh, did you fall into the sun, NPC? You silly NPC. I call that the sun defense. Hey, I'm only scooping. It was his fault he crashed. I think in the Edge stream didn't seem hostile, but it looked like they were one of the wrecked cap ships and it probably had stuff to scoop there, so it went around and scanned everyone. And launching of the drones, it does that, it seems, by default. So I don't think it's actually a hostile intention, the drones. Maybe his role was he's the scooper. I don't think he's involved with it, but he's sending them out as a defensive thing, perimeter. I want to see if there's any difference about the black and the grey ones, or whichever. Haven't noticed it yet, but I'll keep a lookout. Maybe there is something to that. Did see you get the first one tends to let out a few calls or wails as well before he calls one in on his friend, and that one goes for the EMP, and also did evade it last night. A quick burst of speed away and you can outrun it, but it does send them hostile. Maybe that's because I was carrying stuff as well though. I think we're here, aren't we? This is the system, yeah. Anyone in the system? Hey, Kelvin's here. First of all, we'll pop into the structure site though. I want to test a few things. There's something to see there as well. I'm going to have another look at the uplinks actually visually to see if it corresponds to the logos we see on the barnacles as a form of communication, similar patterns and such. Right, I've got barnacle targets visible here, but how many? 1 or 2? It'll be hard to tell. I wanted to see if it is permanent. I'll do that first, yeah. We did reveal 3 at the original thing after the uplink scan. Now that did seem to disappear when I logged back in at the forest. I only had 2 visible, but that's because I didn't scan the 3rd barnacle there. Overlooked that when the stream wasn't working. So that could explain I've got 2 permanent markers, but why did the 3rd disappear? The uplinks, possible. There could be a temporary data or just while in the system. I'll be trying that out if later on. So I'll probably want to leave that single other 3rd barnacle there alone and use that as a test experiment. That'd be a better idea. I was going to scan it. In fact, I don't know if it got logged yet. I need to check that. Has it been added? Mega barnacle, excellent. Right, got that one. No, we still only got 2 listed. I'll have to add that a bit later on. Bit of messing around. I don't want to run through that on the stream, but I'll do it afterwards. Oh, that's a good 5-10 minutes actually. This is going to be a little boring bit. In the meantime, let me investigate Gal map without worries. Let's see if there's any new changes, any new populated systems, which was mentioned being added in the patch notes, but I haven't actually seen any new installations. Apart from the installations, the bars and stuff I've heard they've been added, but they don't show up on the system maps. They're more like less than 1,000 LS visible items. Yeah, on allegiance is what I want. let's chop off these. They're getting in the way. Where's the bookmarks? I want them off as well. There. Looks the same. Dosh, dosh, dosh. What's that one? HIV expected. T-Toy looking similar. They've also, if you're interested in the Alliance and what's going on in the Californian Nebula, before you'd only normally see 18077, and then also the asteroid base was visible, BVYC7, and the one in the middle, the first one with Nick Turner's base, E6 something or other, BAA E6, is that it? Yeah. These two, well, they were built, but they never show up on GalMap until 2.4. It's one of the nice things, so you don't miss out on them. There's a couple of interesting things there. I think one's Red March Laboratory, probably that one. And JCV is a planet base with Ford something or other, and it's got a shipyard, so if you do want to stick stuff out there, there goes Forge base now. Now that's Red March in JCV. Let's go back there, show you the system map if you're interested. The only bad thing is this heavy world. Where the hell am I? Switching all the bits off is confusing now. Kali Neb. I'll set it there, one zoom off after I jump out of the system map if I'm wrong. This one should be it then. Yeah, big effing planet. It's got about, I think it's about 4G. Yeah, no, 2G this one. It's still a thing, but it's got a shipyard. Where have you got it? Ford Research Lab, that was it. Interesting. I don't think it's got anything great out there, but it's a place to store ships. If anything does happen out there, which it could well be. Well, we're not jumping there. Where the hell am I? Still on the way to... one of these. That's a C-Star ones here. I won't bother chopping down to the uplink bit. I'll pop onto that after visiting here. I want to get a look at these again briefly, then jump back to the US side. Maybe. We'll see. Curious if they added any logos to the US side. I looked at scavengers, they don't have any added logos. UAs, ULBs don't, but they're more tools. I suppose scavengers could be considered tools. The ships have logos, the barnacles have logos. That's a good point. Haven't been to the Scout yet. That thing crashed in the planet near Victoria's Song, was that it? Be curious to have a detailed look at that and see if it's got any marking like a logo. Although if it is an old ship, I've still got an open mind on that. It could be a new variant or a scout ship we haven't seen, if what we have seen are interceptors. Different purpose. Oh, that's a lengthy load, come on. $4.59, that is quite a high end for a Barney as well. Where is me Barnacle Bible? 2 seconds, I need to go find the Barnacle book. It's far easier than running through web pages, this cross-referencing. Hell, I've got one screen here, but as for gaming, having notes down below is always good. I don't believe it's the highest. We've got a 458 at HIP 17225. In fact, yes. Even rope 2 at 451, 458. Well, it's 1 Kelvin hotter than HIP 17225. Hopefully we can push that quite a bit higher. Not too much, but every degree counts when you're trying to find the absolute cut-off point. Should be getting near. The eternal 1 minute, close to the eternal 6 seconds, and surf the way in. Past it already, going quick, especially with 4 things. When you're running over 100C, you're going to rip past any signal sources. So if you are looking for them between the stars, which is sometimes in deep space, you want to be dropping your throttle. If I was doing that, probably dropping down to 75% or something. If you're running between Maya 300,000, you're going to have to be dropping down to 25%. If you're keeping below 100C travel speed, you got time to. If you're watching for signal sources, someone pointed out to me that Ed was looking in there for them. It might be easier to target them, but you're watching there for them. They'll spawn there probably up to 2 seconds before they'll appear in your nav panel. You'll get in your info tab, signal source detected. And literally then, as soon as you see that, if you are hunting them, drop your speed, buys your time. Then look for it. You're looking in an arc, frontal, could be up or above in about a 20 to 30 degree angle, and you can lock on manually target a lot quicker than if you're looking in a nav panel. Get in there. You should have 2 pop up, yeah. So we've got 2 permanent markers, because those are the 2 barnacle sites I did scan, but the single other one I didn't scan, so I'll have a look at that maybe tomorrow and test that. Don't have to do the journey twice just to test a science experiment now. Maybe the uplink will reveal it again, but then if a jump system it will unreveal it. Should be able to test if it's a temporary scan or if it's just while in system uplink will reveal data. Need to work these things out, I suppose, the fine details and mechanics. So right down to 6 seconds from destination on the logarithmic scale. Once you drop there, you drop to 75% and surf in. If you drop below, you're slow on bank away, handbrake, bleed the speed. And if it starts dropping to 7 was a nearby gravity wells, you can always boost and speed up. Oh, which one's it going to be? That's the question. Can't remember off the top of my head the coordinates, but ideally, first of all, I want to look at orbital cruise of the Aries and see if it actually is different with a fog and visible from orbit. Since I noticed at Alcazar, it did look like you could see the ground features even almost while in orbit. How distant are they? They could be the 2, and the other one should be on the other side of the planet. I've lost the first one, which I did scan then. I've got 2 left. They should be 200 kilometers apart, which means the first... I didn't scan one of the... How odd. But it's not uncommon for them to be changes, to be honest. If they do tweak things, I've had that before, and it can reset the nav things. Recently, though, once you scan the barnacle, the nav targets have remained. When they first did it, it was glitching and some vanished, but it could be something like that.
Orbital flight engaged.
I've got a lot of altitude, let's burn down. So that's not too obvious a sight, to be honest. There's some small cracking. I would have said over there in the distance will be a better, more viable site, but that... There it is. Just pull away. I'm not sure which one's going to be the Barnacle Forest out of the two. That one's a more suitable place for a barnacle. I'd have said in the middle region, just to the side of it. Doesn't actually seem to be any fog or anything I can really see from here, so really it's just knowing where they are and checking. And question is it going to be a unique thing which they're giving the attention to, because they do seem to be nurturing the barnacle, modifying the barnacle, growing it. And like Ed said, what do they eat? Well, it might seem they've got a little hydroponic barnacle farm going there. I think this is going to be the single one. It looks too small, no fog, yeah. In fact, while here, let's drop it down fast. Possible to test something. Might as well grab a meta alloy from here, just see if on the first chance I might trigger a visit, because I wouldn't mind if it get lucky, and we see if it waters this one. Single barnacle, see the little spot. That's the old way to find them, that little flash of green. Not none of this fancy uplink scan revealing it all.
Landing gear deployed.
Non-suitable. Come on, bit of rock in the way. That'll do. This is either a 2 metal alloy or 1 metal alloy. Can't remember which one was which. I think this is the second one there, so it should be 1 metal alloy. Memory serves me correctly, and it always does. Oh, glitchy. Is that EDSM lagging out, or is something going to happen? Might kill that off for now, because it does slow things down on the jumps a bit. Sending data all the time, yeah, kill that off. Where are you? I'll send the data there later. Oh, I lost sight of it. Where do you go? What? There you are. Interesting. Well, we have rescan it. I scanned it on the first time, so it should say it's already scanned. Unless they changed something? Yeah. Let me just check sound balances. Let's get that up there. People will be saying it's too quiet otherwise. Can't hear the spooky noises. Well, nothing jumped on me when I stole 1 meta alloy, so to the forest. It's only 200 clicks. I would glide it low on the surface, but oh, I don't want to be showing you tricks you might get in trouble for or mess it up. And it happens at work, you know. Don't be doing that. Well, I can do it right. Well, other people might watch you and do it wrong.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Do the safe way. Take it up above the glide. So we're near that one. Nice little blue marker, show you where you are. So we're going to that one. Faster! Faster! Going into the pipe 5x5. In fact, would have fun. You can flight assist off on the glide. Ah. I mean, it's a bit boring if you don't. I don't know if it'll go well. Let's do it.
Flight assist off.
Oh shit, don't want to go too high. That'll kill the glide. Yes. There's the fog.
Flight assist on.
Yeah, it's a bit brighter now it seems. Well, I haven't seen it actually in daylight, so maybe this site actually doesn't ever rotate round. As a spider formation, yeah, you can't keep calling it a forest, it's a mega barnacle really, because it is a single barnacle scan for all of them, but it's like someone's been breeding it and growing them. Like you might get a forest and then you're turning it into a gardening centre, you're taking cuttings and spreading them out. Mainly, was also the metal alloys. You normally expect one or two on each of these if there were, but many of them, they're just visual really. No spikes, no MA. There's one MA. There's the big mother barnacle with this big indestructible, larger than other spikes. There's that tricky little metal alloy in there, which is a bit of a nasty one to try and get to. Try scooping that with ones you can't shoot. And it is like a spider formation. Let's try to
Landing
get...
gear retracted. Flight assist off. Flight assist on.
It's on target, so it looks a bit... Aye. On the select. That's better. It grows out in 8 arms, and it does seem to have a ring, like a concentric inner ring, and each of them branches out into arms with 3, well, from the centre, one along, and one along a further one. Some of the arms actually are longer and have more of them. Oh, that's nice. Actually, can I get it just down into range with my light shining, refracting off the MA pod so I can actually get an easier count way? That would be nice if it works. It'd be hard to tell which is goo actually and which is MA. Yeah, they're not too visible now. What's more interesting though, I find, is where the attention of the... where are they? The scavengers. I always trying to call them scutters because of red dwarf.
Flight assist on.
Arse down, blast. Good. No impact. Where are they? Should be able to see their little red tails wagging away somewhere. But they do tend to these... Here we go. If I go down... Smaller one. These tiny little spikes, I mean you almost drive over them like twigs. You don't get these at the other sites. And they do extend out to some tiny little ones like this. And that's really where the attention of the scavengers are, but I can't see them yet. There we are. Glow. I have followed them. They don't really seem to have any behavioural pattern. They go to a bigger barnacle and then they come back wandering around the little ones. Little gardeners, maybe what Hazley talks about. Some of these do glow nicely green. Apart from that, it's no different to any other barnacle. You'd have thought it being almost the size of a US site, that it would have a large exclusion zone like such, but it still has a 500 metre only compared to what you'd expect. So you can still recall the ship quite close, like just down here somewhere. But the ship does actually fly out and land in a bit of a safe area, so it does. Don't know if that's a bug or non-intended. Nice that you can recall it, but your ship still flies safe. Well, let's have a little grab of an MA, see if a Thargy comes. It's always worth trying at least one. I don't want to spend ages logging it, coming in and out and trying to instigate it. They come when they come. I've seen them enough times, and if you haven't, well, I've got plenty of videos of those, and the last one that here was good, because he had the watering and stuff like that. And he even came down twice, but there were other people in there chasing it as well, so... You know what? Let's shoot one of these guys and just, that might even trigger a visit. This isn't a Thargoid barnacle, this is my barnacle. Stand down, scutters. Nothing untoward happened from that. Right, where's the big one? See if we're going to sneak that difficult one out. Oh, that's an easy one. I'll get the difficult one as well. Where is it? Other side. Oh, challenging. Gotcha. Yes, location, if you can have a look down there, 9.298, well, I'll take it from this above the central barnacle where the nav marker is actually. I'm sure someone's done that already, though. I'll check over this weekend if it isn't, and pick up the finer details. But I'd like to do a few other things now. Is this site unique? Will it be a one in the Pleiades, maybe one in other ones? Maybe one in where there's a viable one in a unknown structure system. Now that's the idea I've had for the last day or two. I don't know if anyone's actually come across one yet. I looked at one before work earlier. Yeah, it was viable. Found a US site, scanned, didn't see anything. Planet to go and check a long way off. Got there too hot, so... What is that? That's different. The green goo looks more widespread. The structure of this is quite nice as well. It's not like green goo, I suppose. It's got quite a structure to it when you get the right angle and it draws in better. There. Almost bubbly. It is liquidy when you get the light on there. It looks wet. And yet at other areas of it, it's got like a web-like structure running through it. This bit doesn't though. There, that's different from before, and they used to be constrained around just this barnacle or the individual barnacles, like this one, around the central structure. That one around the central structure. And also around the spikes. But this one seems to have splodged out a bit more. Strangeness. Makes me curious about if this is the same green goo we see in, well, quite a way ago. Now, when we kill a UA, UPUL, they all, well, I'm not sure about them recently. I know when a UA died, watching in slow-mo as it hyperspaced away, or whether it did blue, ejecting green goo out. It's looking very familiar. And also the canisters, biological matter tech samples, they blow and they emit a green splash quite similar. Makes me think there's similar fluids and things being used. Well, not so much to see here, but looking at systems earlier, I mean, I don't know how many US site systems we have. Is it 208? Last thing I remember, maybe more had been discovered around 210, 20, who knows. But I got into the list and no other people had. I came across one possibility I hadn't visited before as a US thing, and it had possibilities, but I would have to go and check the temperature of the planets. Luckily the US is on the B or C star, and the Barnacle planet, if it would be viable, is the right temperature around the A star, so where's I note it down? Thargoid site 51 on the list, so after this, where's it gone? 51, Sinoof. LD-A, C17, -1. Visited before, but it seems I've passed through, got the honk scanned. Oh, how odd. Yes, I had the scans actually, and they were in temp. 405 is a viable barnacle planet. We've got one 460, that's 1 Kelvin more than the other one. It has a moon though. I'm not sure if that's favourable or against for barnacles, but definitely A3, maybe A2 could be viable now where we got the B1C. Gonna need to jump over here and initiate the uplink at a US site and maybe reveal data if there is anything here. Possibly as well the new Xeno scanner might show something. What we got? Other side of the planet? No, just over the horizon. Let's see if we can let's throw it into Super Cruise to get around this. It's gonna, you can fly up if it's just over the horizon. Lock, unlock. Got a route set. Go to Super Cruise, automatically remembers your route and jump away. As soon as I'm outside drop zone, I am. 2 seconds to jump rather than having to wait or such. There we go. Start myself charging. Number of jumps, 3. Next system unknown. Always nice finding a not visited before system. Whoa! Yeah. Some surge of throttle there. Miss it. Haha. Two objects. Poor. Unless it's nearby. 92k, no ho way, I would say.
Quickly complete. Frameshift drive charging.
Another great view when you're jumping in the aspis. Seeing that big burst of stars.
3, 2, fuel scooping complete.
Let's temper these, I've scanned them. 292, viable. Screenshot this, I might have to revisit here. That could be a Barney system, to be honest. Oh. Alarm, what are you doing? It's 84%, that's not hot. Wish you could override some of these safety features. What have we got? A non-human? Ah! 5 or 7. Well, I better pop in and say good morning to them. Ah, give me an opportunity to test out this Xeno scanner. So dropping range 5.79, coming in now. Oh, that looks a bit bigger. What's that, Corvette sized? Gonna give you a honk honk. Good morning. And weapons away. Now, it will launch the drones, I presume, regardless. And it will flash red as a warning. Come on, drones out. Oh, data. Let's target him. Ah, basic scan. What do you mean basic? So we have more advanced scans too? Okay, you're hungry. Have a meta. He's not gone, he hasn't flashed red and he hasn't... Oh, tasty. Interesting. No drones. Could be because I dumped a lot of my cargo and I no longer have anything hostile, but the meta ally... Eat away. Whoa. No, boy, no. One is enough. Size 32, yeah, heard of. So, you want another? Have another. I'll get some ship scan data. Ooh, I got an idea, yeah. Let's drop it a food trial. Come this way. No, not that. I want that. What you got? Black box. Encrypted. What did it do? Black box. Ooh, you can actually... Can I scan the swarm? 500 meters, you say? Ooh. Okay, better get some more food. Keep it busy, you see, distracted. If you're going to take a sample, you might want to try this and see if it gets hostile. Come on, go and get the food. If I drop the food there and stay close to the food... No, okay, stop. So, are you gonna go hostile? Can I stop the scan and, interesting. Haha. Okay, how about I buy a bit of a favour? Have another meta alloy. Ah, it's distracted again. Yes. Right, I'm gonna go for a scan. Oh, it's busy sucking scan. No. Oh, you're a tricky one. Look at the metal alloy. Look at the metal alloy. Don't look at me. Oh shit. That's not good. That's bad. You gone bad. Shit. This has gone bad. You out gun range. You've got short range guns, which is quite nice. Let's keep the speed up. Research scan ready. Oh, so there's more scans. That's probably what I need my contact scan for. That's going to be tricky though, without him being kept busy. Launching last meta alloy. I think once they go hostile, they ain't going to be distracted with such things. Slow myself a bit. Oh, hold on. Are you backing off? It's closing. 4.
Flight assist on.
Nah, you're not stopping for meta alloys.
Flight assist off. Flight assist on.
Right, aiming to the green cloud. Let's see what you're playing with. Also, here's a test. Works with NPCs. Now, if I outrange him on the radar, will he jump out? Damn, that'd be a nice one. Especially if I need to clear an instance and then go and look at what they were playing without hostilities. Come on, follow me. I'll have to keep a range on the direction to the green. I believe it's about 10 kilometers. I've lost contact, that don't mean he's gone. With that target, it may go back to default mode and then decide it's time to jump out. I can see ya. Oh yeah, it's still following. What is the range of the scanners? Will he give up or just endlessly persist?
Flight assist on.
Persistent he is. Well, I ain't going back to that green goo to investigate. He's still going to keep coming. Let's get onwards.
Cannot comply.
Right.
Frameshift drive charging.
Let's get it charged and do a flyby with the guns. Where's my target? Come on, closer, closer. Are you gonna go aggro? He's still dead. Launch some stuff. Whoa, yeah! He's going. Yeah. Survival is easy. Don't get caught. Learn the lessons of how not to get caught, and well, I thought the Thargoids would be worse, to be honest. Until they get faster.
Complete.
Oh, you're kidding me. 593 KLS? Seriously, this ain't the system, is it? Oh, guy. Well, viable planet first before I have to go and test this. I think I better. Untag, can we see anything? No. Same old, same old. USS randoms, rather find a persistent. They seem to have the more interesting behaviours. Well, I don't want to bore you with a 300,000 LS flying along, so I'm going to probably take a break myself and restart the stream when I actually get there. That'd probably be better for yourself as well if you want to shoot off, so... This will take some time.